on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with the band. Crowd going wild, dived in the fan. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm turning my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yep, just like
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus, 64 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the... Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Play fake. Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Jameis to throw it. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Coup for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First down, Winston. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run with Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. A first carry for Tyler Algier. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw is Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. He completes it to Beckham. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nifty move. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Mariota. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Mariota. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mariota on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, Mariota. Flushed out right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
54 mark. Check, block 54, block 54.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Winston. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Ingram is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Well, they'll turn to Kamara. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Already known as one of the best return men of all time, Atlanta was finally the team to unblock everything that Patterson could do for a team. The Falcons used him everywhere. Running back, receiver, returner. He even saw a couple of defensive snaps. All told, he was 6th in the league in total yards, set new career highs in both rushing and receiving, and signed a new deal to stay in Atlanta.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Winston on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints use the short field to get in for 6. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Winston to throw for it. Dancing to his left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down throw for Mariota. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Got a man, it's London. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. Buying time to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. Touchdown! Marcus Mariota with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Flush to his right.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 21-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Again, Kamara.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
They'll turn to Kamara.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the second half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. But as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's all on the other side of the...
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control. The football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Big stop on the... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Jameis now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Caught left side. It's Beckham.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, 56 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's Patterson again.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mariota from the gun on third down. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Back to the ground now, Patterson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Atlanta, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for...
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out of 4. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out of 4.
Toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out of 4.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess.